Well, it's pushing the end of September, and it's already Christmas. So, this is my 1982 Ford EXP, and we just had it repainted yesterday. This afternoon, have to do the clear coat. Or, sorry, not this afternoon, this morning, we have to do the clear coat. The paint came out fantastic. Luckily, my father is quite the skilled painter. So all over, it looks fantastic. But there are some imperfections just in the body work underneath it. There was a lot more hail damage on this critter than I initially thought nor realized. I had no idea how many hail dents there were on my roof or my hood. But everything else is pretty straight now that the paint's dry. There's not as the damages aren't all that noticeable. Just a few nickel dents here and there. You won't notice it if you were standing, 3 feet away from the car, and that's just fine by me. You'd have to look for them to find them. But loving the color. This is apparently what they were supposed to be painted in 1982. If you had the light metallic blue. Yeah, so looking pretty nice. I can't wait to have it fully assembled. Once I put the rear taillights on, the red taillights, they'll be red. Because when they're red, you got tons of contrast going on. And it'll just light up this whole rear quarter panel, the hatch, and the bumper. The blue will look amazing once I put them red taillights on. And then all the trim around the windows, the window frames, water catch tray along the roof will all be black. The trim on the door will be black. Door handle, door locks, the mirror, they'll all be flat black. And then same with the ribbed bumper section of the front and rear nose cone, both of them will be black. And I'll probably put the white stripe back in them. And they'll look fantastic. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We painted the hatch first, and we did it upside down so we could flip it 20 minutes later when the paint dried, so we can get adequate coverage on the pretty side, the top side. And once we started painting it, yeah, it looks brand new. Because when the previous owner had repainted this, they didn't paint the underside of the hatch, they just painted the top hatch. So the underside of the hatch was almost exactly this blue. It's really, really close. Now that the paint's cured, it's much more blue than it was previously. Right after we laid it, it was coming down kind of greenish, but as it started to dry, it began to look magnificent. I'm all over that. I look at that all day long. That's fantastic, man. It don't get much better than that. So I'm excited. We'll have all this clear coated by lunch today. And then we'll be able to wet sand this, I think, this afternoon, and then I'll sit all week. And at the end of the week, we'll set it all outside let it bake in the sun for a while. Then bring it back in, throw the quarters back on, and then we get to reassemble. It's been a long time coming. It's been a year and a few weeks since we pulled out the front windshield and began the complete restoration. It's been almost 4 years since we first started working on this. But I'm super excited. We spent the whole winter of 2014 or 2015 getting it mechanically sound. I've been spending the last 3 years just working on never-ending body work on this rear quarter. Never ending. And turned out pretty good. I'm happy. Excuse me. A lot of dust in here. But yeah, I couldn't be happier with the line I made. It's absolutely perfect. You probably didn't know it was not perfect before I said something about it. Same with that wheel well. I had to redo the entire arc. So my dad and I popped the dents, and I redressed the entire quarter panel on that on the driver's side, and then I did it on this side because whoever previously fixed them did a horrendous job with Bondo, because when you lay Bondo over raw metal, that raw metal will rust at some point. And when you're using 3/4 of an inch of Bondo, that crap will crack, especially if it has rust behind it. And it'll just crack and crack and crack, and you'll have brown seams going down it from rust stains as it fills with water and then re-evacuates itself. It's horrendous, but it looks frickin' fantastic. I love this car. I haven't driven it in tad over 3 years. We haven't turned the key in 1 or 2 years. So we'll have it reassembled sometime during the winter. But come this fall, I want to fix my battery terminals so I can toss my battery back in it, start her up, make sure that it still fires up alright. Won't run it long because I'll need to change the oil. I want to change the coolant, and before I can drive it anywhere, I need good tires, because I'd hate to have these guys explode on me. I've had a blowout in the rear of this car, and it was not pretty. That did not help my Bondo situation back there. So for now on, only new tires for these guys, which means probably only 14 and 15 inch rims only, until I get some nice 13 inch tires. I know a place that makes them, but there's only one place that makes them, and they're not even the correct size. They're just close enough. So yeah, absolutely love this. I couldn't be happier. Man, I'm gonna wait for my convertible. that thing will look sexy too. But that's just gonna be black. Nothing too special. My sails though, we weren't able to get much of the old paint and primer off. So this winter I'm gonna take them over to a friend's, bead blast them, and then repaint, re-clear, and then the sails will look perfect to match the rest of my car. Yay! So that's all for now. Maybe have a video after the clear coat. We'll see. There will be more videos though. In a week from now, we'll be tearing into this thing more and more and more and more as we slowly add things, slowly paint more of the black trim, reinstall things, system checks on things, install windows, the whole 9 yards. So, see you later.